Right over here.
Huh?
Hey, we live. I see me and I see you. No, I just wanted to come over here and just play around with this thing. It ain't nothing serious.
Oh, okay. I was like, come on, let's get to talking shit.
Oh, well, come on, let's talk shit. What you want to talk about first? There's a lot of stuff.
I don't know. Give me a topic, and I'll jump on it.
I want to talk about this bitch, Wicked Angel. I want to talk about why she doing the foolery and fuckery stuff that she doing.
Well, I don't
Cause
know her personally. Oh shit.
I know
But
you don't know her. You know bits and pieces of what I told you, and that's crazy. Cause yeah, I just got some information today that's just outrageous. Okay, outrageous.
about what?
She's still bringing us up saying that we doing stuff to her, and ain't nobody doing nothing to this lady.
I mean, she still wants to feel important, Trina. You know. Yeah, I knocked her out her shit.
Right, and it's like, why won't you leave people alone? It ain't, but ain't. Why are you checking for people that
Cause
ain't
she feel
coming
like
on here?
y'all messed her up, so she coming for y'all.
The sad part about it is, when you put an allegation on somebody as big as being a pedo, and then you don't have the right receipts to back up that allegation, you need to be very careful because you're stepping in dangerous territory.
True.
And see, the sad part about it is YouTube don't care and they don't do nothing.
Well, I mean, is it really their job to peer train?
I mean, I think in a way it should be a little bit more monitored and restricted on what people are allowed to come on here to do and say. Yes, absolutely. I don't think kids should be brought up because they're minors. And there should be limitations on what you're allowed to say about kids and children. And when it
Hmm.
comes to, looking up somebody's background, you shouldn't just be able to put certain information out there unless it's credible.
Right.
But oh yeah, that's a lot of BS. I've been on a spiritual journey. I'm trying to cleanse my soul.
Hmm.
And me and you talk all the time in depth about what that means for me. My health was attacked. My daughter's lifestyle, livelihood was attacked. I mean, I just went through a lot all last year. I'm still going through stuff. Financially, I need to be back in a better
No,
place.
you
I
ain't
just
gotta.
don't have time
I
for no
mean,
drama.
you put it up there, Nathan, please. That's that goes under. Right.
So, what advice would you give me uh on this walk, on this journey? Don't nobody know
It's
me as well
not
as you know
unicorns and
yourself.
rainbows and glitter.
Not at all.
Not at all. um, it'll make you really get in your truth, and you really got to be prepared for that because a lot of people in general can't sit alone in their thoughts at all.
Hmm.
So just to go on a spiritual journey, and some do it by themselves, some have their tribes that already walked a path ahead of them that can help. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, so I think you're good. You'll be good, but you'll have your moments of it'll hit you like depression, and you'll see where it came from. You'll wonder where it came from. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it'll really. No, I don't thought it was in the closet. But put this up because this is theirs, and I don't want to use it. I think baby. Oh, put that in there. But if you gonna do it, be all the way 100 with yourself. Don't. I mean, once you in it, it ain't no backstepping. There's no coming back from it.
Yeah.
And deal with your emotions that come with it. Fill them all and leave them there. Don't go back with it. You get
Cause
what
I
I'm
I
saying?
cry I cry a lot. That's one thing
Oh
people don't
yeah,
know about
it's
me.
gonna be a lot of that.
I'm shedding stuff from years ago. I'm shedding stuff from my childhood. I'm shedding a lot. I mean, it's like when
No.
a snake sheds its skin, you know. Um it's one thing to feel beautiful, be try to be beautiful inside and out, but to walk that path every day is a struggle. You know what I'm saying? And
Trina,
so
here's the thing. This is what people don't understand. Being spiritual or even being saved is basically the same thing. Okay. And when you say walk that path, like, um, you're gonna have your days. You're gonna have your days where people are gonna get on your fucking nerves, and they do deserve it. Where you know, that mean or evil side
I
comes
don't
out.
think I wouldn't say anybody's getting on my nerves. I think I get on my own nerves because
No, neither.
I get in these moods where I complain about my own problems, and I I'm not saying I necessarily want an audience for that. I battle my own demons. You know what I'm saying? And so,
Mm-hmm.
you know, only TT can stand here and say what that look like, what that feels like. Um you know, there's days where I don't want to get out of bed. There's days where I don't want to go talk to the doctor. There's days where I don't want to help my daughter with homework. There's just days where I just don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying?
And you
And
entitled to them fucking days, shit.
hi, Traisha. And I just want to be open and transparent about me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is a walk, this is a journey, and I know you did it for 5 years and you had to fall back. You know what I'm saying? So I want to talk to somebody else that has actually went on this journey and compare, you know, what I've seen for myself and what I've tried to do for myself. Like at the end of the day, I think walking along a spiritual path can mean a lot of things. I am
Yeah,
spiritual, I'm not religious.
right.
And that's a, you know, a lot of people get that misconstrued. I don't go and beat down the
Because you
churches.
know, you not to cut you off, because you have a lot of people who are spiritual and they're downstairs, and they're also religious. You know, and here's the thing though: if you once you really start getting into it, you'll realize that the Bible has some truth to it, and it all relates to each other. You know, um, it's just how you perceive it, and it even tells you that in the Bible. Um, how you perceive things, how it has a scripture. I don't know what chapter, because you know me. But it says that basically you perceive God as who you want Him to be. Am I correct?
Hmm.
So that's just with everything
I
in life
perceive
in
him to
general.
be the author of all my healing, all my blessings, um, that peace and comfort that I have in my life that I, you know, sometimes I have to go and search for. I don't, you know, a lot of times I do find that in people, but it comes off differently. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
You a hug, all that means
Put this
a
downstairs
get it
in the
a
bathroom.
genuine hug from somebody when you feeling down and when you ain't at your best. That is the best feeling in the world. But
Of course.
when I'm in my solitude, when I'm in my prayer closet and it's just nobody there but me and God, that is an everlasting feeling. You know what I'm saying? So we can say like
Hmm.
physical touch, a hug or whatever, that's temporary. You know what I mean? But
Right.
the peace that I'm searching for, y'all, is eternally. Does that make sense to you, Beth? I'm looking for an eternal peace. Like I
Yeah.
want to wake up every day and I don't want to have stress. I don't want to have worry, concern. And I know that sounds so mediocre because you're going to have that.
No, but that's I'm about to cut this off oil.
But I feel like I've stressed and you know what I'm saying, went through depressions and stuff. I've gone through that so much over the years. It's just been repetitive, and I think it's put more wear and tear on me than I realized.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So I gotta disalign with people, man, that ain't looking for the same thing I'm looking for. And if that means being alone, then heck, I'll just be alone.
Oh, it's gonna come to that point. You know, you gonna start realizing that bullshit sounds like bullshit. You know, you're gonna stop entertaining shit and those that you feel like you were afraid to lose. You know,
Yep.
you'll see a big change, and that's just you elevating to be a higher you.
Traisha said, TT, remember God got you. Hold on to his unchanging hand. I did, and it feels good to me. Amen,
Yeah,
Traisha. And that's what I'm saying. I know where my focus is, and it has felt good. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if y'all know, but when I went through that depression, I couldn't cry. I could not
yeah,
shed a tear, y'all. And it felt weird that I was like so numb and just didn't have any feelings, didn't have no emotion. And I didn't even realize that I was that cold and standoffish. And people know me now and they're like, oh, I could never imagine you being like that. But there was a point in time, y'all, where I was really
hmm,
bitter and really angry and stayed in my feelings. And I tell you, when I released that and I went to therapy and I was able to cry and let that out, girl, I have not been able to stop crying. I cried the
that's big.
dumbest
'Cause
stuff.
that's you and your healing process.
Yeah, going through my healing process and becoming a chameleon. I mean, learning how to like adapt to whatever is in front of me and not taking it so personal. Everything that we go through ain't truly meant for us to, you know what I'm saying, meant for us to dwell on.
Right. It's all just a lesson. And we take it very personal with that. Why me? Why does have to happen?
Yep,
You know, we need to learn not to attach to things and people.
you're right. And we need
But a
to
lot of
embrace
people
the
don't
trials
like
that we
that.
go through because the lesson learned is wisdom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And they are us. You know what I'm saying? So
When I heard you say the other day, I'm letting the great come through, that is beautiful because that's wisdom. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
And at the end of the day, I think people are so built up on what they look like and oh, I'm getting a wrinkle, I'm getting a gray hair, or I'm getting older, or my bones ache. That's because you have gone through life and you done earned some stripes.
And you know, aging is not bad. Not at all.
Nope. I'm glad. I'm blessed to be able to be aging in the condition that I'm in now. 20 years ago, I probably should have had all types of health ailments. I wasn't taking care of my body. I wasn't drinking enough water. I wasn't exercising. I wasn't eating right. So at the end of the day, like now I can say, I feel a lot better. I can probably get up and run 10 laps. If I really put my mind and heart to it, I probably could at 42 with a heart condition.
Hmm.
She said, me either, especially after my mom passed away. I ate my pain away and now I'm healing and getting myself back. I'm so blessed to get back into my weight program and help on my day to day life. Well, good for you, Traisha. Pat yourself on the
Yeah,
back for
'cause-
me.
exactly. Because I did the same thing.
Oh, yeah. Depression looks different in everybody, don't it, Beth?
Hmm. And you could be a high functioning depression. You know what I mean? And
Uh huh.
out there really doing what you got to keep a clean house, take care of the children, maintain your job.
Yep.
Shit.
When you see these people on TV and they be so happy and always smiling and always got good stuff, you got to ask yourself, is them people really happy?
Hmm. That was Gwen.
Because normalcy will be it look like it look. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It looked like life might have whooped you a little bit. It may look like you got up on the wrong side of the bed. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
How many times have I said, Ben, I may not even comb my hair in the past week. I don't know. I can't remember. It may be a bird. You may find some stuff you lost up in this bird's nest,
Okay. That's how it is over here.
but that's okay because I'm living. I don't have to
Right.
always look beautiful. I don't always have to, what put makeup on. I always have to have the nice looking clothes. I walk around here looking like a hobo sometimes, and I'm okay with that, long as I'm comfortable. But there was no real purpose for this live. I really was just coming on here playing around, and while me and my best was on the phone, I said, "Oh, let me get on here and see," because she's a very inspiring person, and she always gives me good advice. And so I just wanted to share her a little
So
bit
are
with the
you,
world.
China, but I
I ain't gonna
appreciate
share
that.
too much with the world, but I share her with her. I share her with y'all for a little bit. But no, I'm at peace. I really am. When I make decisions, I really am trying to do the best for me and make the decisions that are best for the abundance of my heart. And
Mm-hmm.
going through what I went through last year, part of this year, it took a toll on me. And so
I bet.
I'm not that accepting anymore of just
And you shouldn't
anything.
be. Right. You shouldn't be.
So that's where I'm at in life. And I'm hoping that I'm pleasing to God. Um, Sometimes I'll see somebody's horoscope and I'll say, dang, that was to the T. You know what I'm saying? Because we
Mm-hmm.
all have a purpose. I think people forget that.
Yeah.
Just live out your purpose.
You
You
know,
want to go
we
kayak, go kayak. You want to go travel to Atlanta, go travel to Atlanta. You want to go
right.
eat, you want to eat
A
that
lot of
that
people
T-bone steak, eat it.
exactly. A lot of people are so consumed about, oh, what will such and such think about me, or what if? You get what I'm saying? Or I don't want to go by myself. It's always you being scared of being judged or ridiculed. You get what I'm saying? Which
Mhm.
is bullshit. That's why a lot of people miss out on a lot of opportunities because they're so worried about what such and such is going to think.
You're so right. So right. I mean, we walk around worried about being judged, and you can't live your life in the shadow of somebody else with
Look, they
seeking
gonna talk
for.
about you doing good. They gonna talk about you fucking up. They gonna talk about you in between. So shit, fuck them.
Yeah. The only validation you need is from your higher power, whatever whoever that
Hmm.
may be. And the thing is, um, I have a younger child, pre-teenager. I'm watching her grow and develop every day, and I think back on my childhood. I ain't had no worries, y'all. I did
Yeah.
too. Went outside, rode my bike, played out in the dirt, ran around, played hidey ho chase me or whatever the game was called, hide and go seek.
Hmm.
You got dirty. My childhood was very calm. I had a very calm childhood, and I want to end my life being calm.
Hmm.
They say you revert back to when we're old, we go back into like that childlike mindset.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I want that to be peaceful. I want that to be serene.
Right.
And I can have the most pleasant conversations with people, and I don't have to bring your energy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But see, at the same time, you don't want them draining yours either. You know, a lot of people don't pay attention to how they were acting before they talked to a certain person and what changed their mood. You get what I mean? Like me and you could be on here before you talk to me, you were in a great mood.
Mm-hmm.
5 minutes in the conversation, you notice all of a sudden you got a headache, stomach pains. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
You feeling nauseous. Those are bad signs, right?
Getting dizzy. Yep.
Yeah. So we don't pay attention to that.
You're so right. You are so right. And he preaching today, ain't she? I be because listen, she said I'm thinking it, but she's saying it. Like I don't feel good. Why don't you feel good? You was just fine. Because you let this person come in and change your energy. And I'm trying to change that. I pick up on. I'm an empath, so I'm always worrying about somebody, always concerned, always hoping for the best, and I can continue to do that, but I don't have to fully engage in your mess. Okay, I wouldn't want you to engage in mine because half of the people that I talk to wouldn't even be able to engage with me in my mess. They're like, girl, you crazy, this too much, bye, talk to you later.
Hmm.
Tracy said, I'm glad we can relate every night, morning when I get into bed or out of bed. I tell God, thank you for what he brought me through. One door closes, another will out. I just learning now to put my trust into God, not men or flesh. Flesh, I think is what she said. I just let God tell me where to go and how to move. Amen. That's what you got to do. You got to let him
Right.
lead your footsteps.
Yeah.
Yeah, and get away from them stigmas. Oh, you got to look this certain way.
Right.
You got to talk this certain way. You got to have this degree. Come on, man. That's material stuff. Can't take that stuff with you when you go. So why dwell on it? Yeah, we all have a desire of the heart to want better things, you know, nice things, things that we can cherish, things that we can pass on to our children when we leave this earth. But at the end of the day, I want to leave my daughter with knowledge and wisdom. If I can't give her anything else, that's what I want to give her. And I want to be a good example for her. So, but I totally agree with you, Traisha. Even though you only one over here, I appreciate you. You always so sweet and wise when you come over. Um, there's just been some things going on, and I'm hearing things on YouTube, and I'm seeing things in behind the scenes, and it's leaving a sour taste in my mouth. I'm not happy about some of the stuff, but I can't dwell on it. All I can do is pray for people and keep it moving. And that's just what it is. I'm not gonna fuss and argue. I mean, I did say that lady's name. I wish I didn't, but um, it's a lot. It really is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I ain't gonna be up here too much longer, yakking y'all's ear off.
You are good.
And ain't nobody gonna watch this. When they told me I had a channel, I said, wait a minute, you sure?
That's what's up.
No, anybody with a YouTube account got a channel. So
Oh, okay, okay.
all you do is come in here and hit live, and you got a chance. You putting the video up, which is cool because it does give you the option if you ever want to do that. But I ain't trying to be no YouTuber, y'all. I just be on here playing. Now, what I will say is I've stopped watching a lot of people. I don't want to indulge
Mhm.
in the mess. It's propaganda BS. It ain't feed nobody's soul. So my best is, she put me on the TikTok a while ago, and it's some inspirational stuff on there. When I tell you, I mean, it's a lot of people who got a lot of wisdom to give to the world, and they putting it out there on these social media platforms, and they're making differences. You know what I mean? So kudos to them and the ones that
Mhm.
have the agility to keep it going. Cause a girl over here be winded and tired. I don't know how they do it, but hats off
Right.
to them. We like the inspirational stuff. We really do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody just need to start focusing on better health, better mental health. And it doesn't even matter if you struggle with that stuff. That don't make you less than anybody.
It's not. And it's not that you're sick or you're crazy or, I don't know why they think that people, when they have mental health, that they're slow, that they're not educated. They are, so
Yeah,
I don't know
very
why they
educated.
confuse it. Very. And not to be whatever, some of them are actually smarter than the average person, you
Hmm.
know. So I don't know.
Yeah, if you
They
were
act with
struggling
me,
with a
we
mental
like to
health issue,
judge. Yeah.
if you were at any time in your life ever struggling with a mental health issue, um, it's not about staying put. It's about how you move forward through it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I know there's a lot of people that read for therapy, a lot of people that write for therapy, a lot of people that, walk and travel. I mean, it just doesn't matter what it looks like. Everybody's different. Um,
Mhm.
find out whatever it is that makes you get your engine going. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
figure out a way to get out of it because you don't have to stay put in a mental health crisis. No, there's plenty of resources out here, plenty of people to talk to. Um, just seek solace and peace in whatever you're going through,
Yeah.
and learn to be okay with the assignment that you've been given. Because one thing I've learned, I've always been the type that have questioned why this, why that, and then I end up in the mess. You know what I'm saying? I end up
Yes.
stuck in my own mess. So
Yes.
if that's your assignment, pull yourself out of it, get it done, move on from it, and don't ever look back.
Hmm.
I talked to my best here. She said, "Best, I had to go and do me for 5 years. I had to learn how to juggle through some things." And that's so powerful to me because as women we are it's so much on us. Be moms, cook, clean, work, carry a household, hold a household down, be teachers, be mentors. I mean, and the list just goes on and on and on, and you be like, dang, when am I gonna get a damn break? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
We forget to put ourselves first, so everything becomes
Mm-hmm.
um a chore.
Yep.
I mean, that's the politest thing I can say. It becomes a chore. The children become a chore. You know, your husband, your boyfriend, your wife, your girlfriend.
And what's the first thing we do best? We complain about it.
Yep.
We
And
sit up
all
there
it
and
is
complain
that we
about it.
have to acknowledge that we need to be ourselves. You know,
Right.
you forget that you're Jacob before your daddy and husband and manager at your job. You know, we
Mm-hmm.
we put ourselves last and we get burnt the fuck out. And then you gonna repeat the next day. That's why you have a lot of mothers. And it's not funny, but that's why you have a lot of mothers that go to postpartum. Am I saying it right? Postpartum depression
Postpartum.
and
Yeah.
postpartum. That's it. Thank you. And they they lose it, and they shouldn't because they're not dealing with their emotions. They don't know what those emotions are. You know, it's just detachment of the hormones of baby and mommy. You know, but basically, we allow our mind to play tricks on us.
Yeah. You're so right.
You know, we make a situation that's not even a situation. We create situations because it was never a situation.
And I always tell people, don't do that. Don't rush into nothing. Pace yourself. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? If I'm overwhelmed with something, like, my mother's really been a big help to me since I have been dealing with my health condition. She'll come over. She'll help me wash clothes. She'll help me get Lili's room. Help Lily get a room together. She'll
Hmm.
help me cook. She'll help. I mean, just everybody don't have that. There's people living on this earth that don't have a mother and father still living. There's people on this
Right.
earth that don't have a sibling. You know what I'm saying? They just don't have the help.
I mean, and you got people who got them and they don't even play a part of their life.
Right. You got people who don't even speak to their parents, like you
Yeah.
said. So, you just have to figure out a way to juggle and maneuver around through life comfortably. I think that plays a big role in why people go through mental health issues as well, because they're lacking the support system.
Right.
And it's a real big thing. It's a real thing. And especially in our community, the African American community. Um, you got you got a lot against you already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they got the statistics up. A lot of people went through depression and had mental health crises during the C-19
But
pandemic.
you know, like we gonna be on here another hour. But you know,
Uh,
that was all a project.
yes.
That was all to see what will cause X, Y, and Z. And it didn't phase a lot. Well, the sad thing was 1% of people were phased by it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the empaths, mainly you and me. We're okay with being by ourselves. We know how to be by ourselves for
Right.
long periods of time. Like I told you earlier, you have a lot of people who cannot sit and be in their own thoughts. So going on a spiritual journey is not I mean, actually, they wouldn't even be ready for it because they would go crazy. Or even if
Mm-hmm.
they attempted it, some would, yeah, they would go crazy or commit suicide because it's not, like I told you, it's not. But anyway,
It
that's
was mainly
that's
it was mainly the younger generation that had
because
struggled with that.
look at this though, Trina. They're used to being with their friends,
Mm-hmm. And being outdoors and being out socially. Yeah.
and doing what the fuck they want to do. We had to be in the house by the time the street lights cut on. Um, you know, 9 o'clock the latest or midnight on the weekend. These children ain't got no damn curfew.
Sure don't. They run amok all hours of the night if they're allowed to.
Hey girl, half these parents don't give a fuck what they doing. And I don't care when people say, oh, because it's a single house. No, it be the rich children too. Their parents don't give a fuck about what Johnny's doing, so Johnny acts out to get attention.
Yep. Tracy said, Christ made us all equally. I'm trying to get my mental health together now. I'm enjoying exercise and being me. My boyfriend of 10 years is my biggest chore, but I'm grateful for what God has blessed me with. I see more clearly now and it feels good to have a peace of mind. Well, amen. You continue to work on your mental health. Don't ever stop
Yes,
doing that.
that's a big thing for everyone.
Hmm. Yeah, it is. We all struggle with it. Trust me. We all struggle with it.
We all are bipolar. It's just some of us know how to deal with our emotions better than others.
Right. Some of us don't have to um, go seek, therapy or counseling on a regular basis to be able to cope and manage. Some of us don't have
But
to take
see,
medication. We all
here's the
can.
thing. Here's the thing. Like I was talking, because you talk about counseling a lot, and I do not knock counseling by one bit. I think everyone should get it. Okay.
Uh-huh. Right.
But I remember just talking to my only older sister because the eldest is gone. But talking to my older sister, and she told me that she stopped going to counseling because it wasn't working. And I said, why? And she told me the situation. And basically, the counselor went against her suggestions. You know what I'm saying? And I said, oh, so it wasn't working for you because he wasn't playing your game. Like he wasn't agreeing with what you want. You
Right.
lost in control. You get what I'm saying? Because
Hmm.
a lot of us suffer with control issues. We want to have control over everything. It's either my way or what our parents used to say, my way or the freeway, but whatever.
My way or the highway. Yep.
Yeah. And so, um, the thing with counseling is you have to already know what your issue is or attempt to get to your issue.
Right.
It's not the counselor's or the therapist's job to figure out what the hell is wrong with you. They're just there to assist you and to give you the tools and show you how to use it.
Yep.
So if you want to be like, you know, my godmother who played victim, and see, here's the thing: these people are they study this shit. It's not just a 4 year college. They really get into the psychology of the mind. So, but basically, if you're not being real with yourself, none of this stuff is gonna work for you.
Sure ain't. Psychology is so complex. It's like really, it's deep in depth. You know what I'm saying? So the way the human brain works is very it's sensitive.
People don't realize how powerful that thing is.
Yep. You gotta think about triggers. Everybody has triggers and the sensories in the brain and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So the littlest thing can send somebody over the edge. The biggest thing can not affect them at all. It's just about the person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trauma trauma is significant. It plays a very big role in our lives. It doesn't have to even be directly, you know, it doesn't have to be a direct effect towards you. It could be somebody else, but it could be everlasting in your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
You
it's
know,
just
we
better to
we take on
educate
other people's
ourselves.
traumas in relationships and friendships, family.
Yep. Yep. Tracy said that's why I try staying my word and praying and asking God forgiveness because I know I fall short of glory. But I thank
And
God for
it's
everything I have
okay.
in my life.
Yeah, and you know, when you do fall, don't beat yourself up. I mean, you're gonna make mistakes every day. You're gonna make them the older you get because you've never been in those type of situations before.
Mhm.
I mean, it's different if you're making a mistake and then you're going back doing it three times again. Then we all know that's not a mistake.
So true.
I don't know. You know, I just think overall we make life complicated. It's all a sense game, like that little game you used to play.
Mhm.
That's it. That's all it is. We think this is the way life is supposed to be because this is what was inbreeded in us
Yeah.
from birth on. You know what I mean?
We're not Sims. We're not androids. We're not robots.
But do you see
If I touch
how
a hot
easy
stove
it
right
is to
now, it's gonna
manipulate and
hurt.
stuff?
If I if I touch a hot stove right now, it's gonna hurt. And at first, I'm gonna not feel anything, and then a little thing, sensory thing, is gonna go off in my brain and say that was hot, and that hurt. You
Mm.
burnt yourself, and I'm gonna say ouch, and I'm gonna rub my
Not saying
hand.
not saying in the jest of you literally being a sentence. It's just mainly in the gist of you are a puppet, a robot, a zombie, whatever you want to call it.
Uh huh.
You know what I mean?
But that's how social media can literally have you walking around like a zombie. Like,
Yeah, you hold your phone when you go to sleep. You pick the motherfucker up when you get up. You have that motherfucker in the bathroom with you when you shit. You
mm-hmm.
know, it's always in your pocket.
Yep. Learn to start doing stuff outside of social media. Go for a walk, read a book. Don't even turn your TV on some days.
Girl, you know we don't do that.
Oh, I know
The
you don't.
TV,
I,
that
I,
TV thing.
she didn't even allow a TV in her house for the longest, and she wasn't playing about that. And she still heavily monitors what they watch and what they're digesting because that's what we're doing when we look at
Hmm.
stuff. We digesting that, but my mom be like, "Can you ever put your phone down?" And that used to sting when she would say that. Like, what you trying to say? I'm addicted to my phone. When in reality, I'm
And
just
look, you got triggered. Why'd you get triggered? Because look, you just admitted what you saying.
mm-hmm,
I'm addicted to my phone.
and was. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? It couldn't deny it. Couldn't even
Yes.
sit at the dinner table and eat a meal without looking over at my phone and see what was being said on social media.
Hmm.
So that when I fell back from social media, I started to feel a lot better. I was able to focus on getting stuff done for me and you know what I mean? It's just that's just the way it has to be. You have to let some of that stuff go sometimes and be okay with it. Our brain works with our flesh. Yeah. Sometimes our brain works against our flesh. Sometimes our flesh works
Yeah.
against our brain.
It's again however you want your brain to be used.
Yep. You control that train. You the
Hmm.
conductor. And that's just sitting
You
and
know,
listening.
everybody
You got
looks
to
at
get
a
away from
situation
listening.
totally different. You know?
Yep. But this was a beautiful talk, y'all. And I might mess around and try to come on here more often.
You should. Even if it, how long have you been on here?
I accidentally uploaded one video that was supposed to be on another channel on here one time, and
Mm.
decided this. It was funny to me that I even had a channel. But like I said, some people are doing this to earn an income and using it as a career, and and kudos to them. That's not me. That's not my calling. I will come on here and chit chat and have these talks with y'all. I don't have. It's like being on a three-way call, being on the phone. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
but everybody, I wish the best for everybody. I wish everybody the well and blessings upon their life.
Same here.
And
Same.
I support who I support, and I support and then not support who I don't support. It is what it is.
And that's the business.
But I'm trying to get away from all that the tea channels and the gossip channel. That stuff ain't for me, y'all. I gotta start feeding positivity and digesting positive stuff, inspirational stuff, aspirations, goals. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking forward
Mm-hmm.
to. So you said that's why I'm trying not to be in everyone's life. You are an amazing woman. Thank you, Traisha. You continue working hard on your channel and your goals as well. We appreciate you as well.
Because you are Trina.
I try to be and standing along in my mess. I'm to the point where I will admit when I'm not doing, not living the way that I should be, or I'm not living up to my best ability. I can admit that. Before, I would argue with you up and down. How dare you say some shit like that about me? You got me confused. You got me wrong. You got me messed up. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and knew that I was wrong and still would argue with somebody about it. But no, I'm okay now. I'm walking in
Girl.
my I'm walking in my truth. That's where I'm at in life.
Yeah. That's the only way you can prosper, you know?
Mhm. Yep. And I got my best. She just a phone call away. She helped me through stuff.
I know, we were not literally around the corner, but
Right.
around the corner.
Look, she done moved and she asked me about a restaurant that I know she used to go crazy about. And I'm telling
Mm-hmm.
her, now you got my mouth watering for this restaurant.
Girl, I want that so bad. Oh my God.
Oh, it used to be so good, man. Them dumpster fries
Yes.
used to be really good. Okay, Traisha, you're more than welcome. You have some good topics. You be talking about some good stuff too, Traisha. Don't think I don't pay attention. But no, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. It was
Yes,
really fun.
ma'am.
This little short
Yes,
little
it
minute.
was.
Well, we've been live 43 minutes.
Oh, that's what's up. Don't even seem like it.
It really went quick, so I'm surprised. But yeah,
Mhm.
next time, Traisha, you can definitely come up and engage with us. We're open to talking to anybody that's got knowledge, wisdom. Wants to bring some positivity to the panel. Um, just don't forget to keep an eye out on when I'll be up here again. And I don't know when, but I see you all next time. Okay.
All right, love you.
God bless you too, Traisha. Love you and love you too, Beth. Talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye bye.